Good afternoon, Princess. I am back at Universal for their continuing Mardi Gras, or actually International Food Festival, really. Going to try another 3 items, but today it's going to be across 2 booths. It works out, though, because the first one, I tried the first item, and they only have 1. And the second booth, they only have 2 items. So 1 plus 2 is 3, if I know my maths. Okay, I gonna head that way. First stop will be Jamaica, but I gotta ask if the second dish is as spicy as the first, because if it is, may have to make a detour, because that will definitely need a libation to go with it. So a little bit of investigating to do, but I don't know, we'll figure it out. But let's eat. And I should stop saying but. My first stop is Bahamas, but I kind of panicked when I got here because the booth was here for the last 2 times I was in the park. But no worries, no worries. They have simply moved it right there. Whew, okay, I can calm down now. Well, actually, no, I can't really calm down because I forgot my lanyard. So now I have to go back to the parking lot. I'm going to assume the answer is yes, because the jerk chicken has this little symbol, and so does the jerk jackfruit, which means gotta get a drink first. Finally, after the ordeal of going all the way back to the car to get my pass, I am back at the Bahamas, getting round 1. Well, that's actually the second stop. I stopped first at Trinidad for a drink. Oh, I got my steps in. All my technical steps in just going to get my lanyard, so I guess that's a plus. But between those 2, the first round is the jerk jackfruit and a Queen's Swizzle punch. So the jackfruit is from the Bahamas, and the punch is the national drink of Trinidad and Tobago. Don't know how accurate that is, never heard of it, but why not? The answer is no. They have not toned down the spice level. It is just as potent as the jerk chicken, which I know is good in a way. I'm a little bit surprised though, because I thought a lot of people wouldn't like it, but I'm glad they stuck to the recipe. So I'm gonna finish this. It is, wow, it is up there, but it's good. Wow. In fact, the team member in the booth said the jackfruit appears more spicy because it absorbs the sauce more, and I think I know what she's talking about. Wow. Let me tell you about the jackfruit and Queen's Sizzle. All right, well, the Queen's Sizzle punch was a basic rum drink, and it was good. A day drink kind of thing you would get on a cruise ship or something like that if it's made well, so it was good. Glad I had it because, yes, that jackfruit was very spicy, and I enjoyed it, and I'm surprised they kept the recipe. So yeah, I would put it in the get it again column, but it is a vegetarian dish, so if I did go back to that booth, I would definitely get the chicken. So that's where we'll put it, but it was good. So, well, Bahamas is down, and time to head off to the next one. I was going to go back to Trinidad, but they have basically hush puppies and this grilled pineapple, which I don't really feel like having because I don't know if you noticed, but the jackfruit had pineapple salsa on it, so don't want to double up on the pineapple. That might sound weird, but makes a lot of sense to me. So I think I have my next selection all ready. We'll go do that. But before we do that, today I want to talk about something super exciting. Yes. Now this is something that I think, I don't know when you'll see this, but this is something that preschoolers really should start to understand, and it's going to help you a lot in life. And that is pricing. Okay, so let me explain. Pricing basically is when somebody decides how much you got to pay for something. Not how much it costs, but how much people are expected to pay. Now, first thing I want to let you know is, and it's a huge mistake that a lot of people make, is that pricing is not connected to cost. It is not. Cost might be a factor, but there's no direct relationship between the cost of a product or a service or anything and its price. And a lot of people, I don't know, they get kind of bent out of shape over this, but they really shouldn't. The thing is, price most often is used to influence behavior. Entice you to buy something, entice you to not buy something. That happens, and that's what we're going to get to. Or maybe even buy other things. So starting off, with some basic fundamentals of why things are priced the way they are can help you sort of decode the economy, make things a lot less mysterious and a lot less scary. I don't recall this being in the forecast, but the skies have gone from nice blue, partly cloudy, to gray and overcast. And the temperature is dropping, so it might rain. Wasn't really prepared for that. Don't know if this will be here by the time you get to Universal, but this is the Fear Factor stage. I've only been in here a couple times. Only saw the Fear Factor show once, years and years ago. Last time I was in here, I think was 3, maybe 4 years ago, for the last showing of the Bill and Ted show at Halloween Horror Nights. It's Bill and Ted. Definitely had to come and see that. I bet you can guess that this is not Universal, or SeaWorld, or Busch Gardens, or even Epcot, but I am going to eat. I got rained out that day at Universal, and since I was planning to come home anyway, had to make some other plans. I know you've been over there, over there before. I don't know if you've been here before, but I am at a parking lot, or in a parking lot, at Mathis and Hammock. Easiest place to get to. Nice place to just stop and enjoy a late lunch. Figured, man, wanted to get out of the house. That's pretty much it. And instead of just trucking back and whatever, I decided to come to a park and eat and see how that goes. Never done anything like this before. So here we are. I stopped at some place new, of course, new to Miami. I think this place actually started in Orlando because as soon as I walked in, I recognized it. I went to La Granja. La Granja? Or it's not La Granja. Well, whatever. It is what it is. I have seen these in Orlando, and it looks like this one just opened over in South Miami. Had the flags up and everything, so thought I would give it a try. And I got the daily special, which is a chicken stir fry, and something very interesting looking, purple corn drink. An interesting descriptive. It's probably going to be way too sweet for me, but just had to try it. And yes, I'm just sitting in the back of Miss Liberty. That corn drink, to start off, it's actually shockingly not sweet. It is sweet, but I was expecting basically a corn syrup drink. Not what it is. It's almost like licorice or something. It's a very interesting flavor, but what shocked me was how not sweet it was. Okay, now we're going to get to the food. This is turning out to be a lot more substantial than I thought, because it did come with soup, and that is the chicken stir-fry rice, a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Might have to take some of that home. It also brought 3 sauces, not sure what they are, but just opened them now. Okay, that was pretty good. It was so much I had to eat it all. But I will try La Granja again, because I want to try one of their normal menu items, maybe just the half chicken or something. It was good, but it was just a good quick service stir fry. It didn't really stand out or anything like that, except the sauces were distinctive. The orange one, or was it red or whatever, that one I like the best. It's tart and zesty, and I like that one. The white one was just like a really ranchy ranch, and the green was like a pureed chimichurri type thing. So I maybe just some regular roasted chicken with some white rice and beans and the sauces. We'll give that a try. But okay, I'm glad I did it. And there's plenty in Orlando, and there's that's the closest one to us, so it'll be Orlando. But anyway, on pricing, I know a super interesting topic. There is one area or group of manufacturers, actually they're manufacturers, that I think really have a tremendous opportunity to use pricing to fix kind of a big problem, and that's the game console manufacturers. Because every time they launch a new console, there's always issues with supply and shortages and hoarding, and people are selling them for outrageous prices. And it was a real problem this time with the launch of the new Xbox and the PlayStation. And I thought, this is a really easy problem to solve by just manipulating the price just a little bit by raising it ever so slightly to discourage the scalpers. That was the problem. That's what people were complaining about. They're complaining about supply, but they were complaining that, the scalpers jump in, they buy hundreds of consoles or as many as they can get their hands on, then turn around and sell them, on auction sites for many hundreds of dollars more than the retail cost. And, people who want the console right now or whatever, they just go ahead and buy it. And that actually creates, supply shortages for people who want to just buy retail at the regular price. So I thought it would be very, very easy for them to raise the price just a little bit in the beginning to really disincentivize this behavior. Now, it wouldn't have to be a lot, like $10. So, I think the PlayStation 5 was selling for $499. Okay, well, during the first month, it sells for $509. That's it. And it only has to last for a short period of time, like 1 month. It's a very nominal sum. If you're spending $500, or even if it was $400, I don't know, on a console, I don't want to hear a complaint about $10. But what this does is it builds in basically a time bomb for the scalpers. A built-in loss, if you will, because they only have 30 days to even recoup their costs, much less, make money. And, once the retail price goes down after 30 days, then, they've already paid more than what you can buy it for on the street. Now, this will also have a secondary effect of causing a lot of people to just delay their purchase. People who want the new console, but, okay, you can wait a month for $10. And I think a lot more people than maybe the manufacturers think would do this. I would. I mean, it's just $10, but if I can save $10 by waiting a month, fine. No big deal. Even the $500 price wouldn't scare me away. But again, save $10 by waiting 3 days? Okay, I'll wait. And I think a lot of people would. So that would also help the supply problem. So realistically, on day one, the people doing the pre-orders and everything, they're going to pay that extra $10, and maybe some scalpers will, but, the people that really, really want it, okay, they can pay the $10. Again, on a $500 console, don't want to hear it. And the scalpers are really taking a huge risk by doing this. So it might not eliminate the problem, but it might significantly reduce it so that the people who really want it on day one, there's enough supply for them. The people that really want it 30 days later for $10 less, there'll be plenty for them. And the scalpers will significantly reduce their inventory or their grab, or I don't know, whatever they call it. But hopefully that would make them much less of a problem. And like I said, it doesn't have to be much. $10 for 30 days. But the manufacturers, they have to be absolutely 100% transparent about this. They need to announce this scheme like a month or 2 months ahead of time. They have to tell everybody exactly why they're doing this to prevent scalping. They have to say after 30 days, it's going to go down to the regular price, and at 30 days, it has to go down. They can't say, oh, well, people are still buying it, and we'll just keep the higher price. No. They have one chance to do this. They have to be open and honest, and I think a lot of people will agree. And again, if you really want it, you pay the $10, don't want to hear it, and you're happy. You don't want to pay the $10, just wait. But, the scalpers, it's going to give them something to think about. And that's using price in a reasonable, thoughtful, and, a responsible way to influence people's behaviors. Well, the carnage is all wrapped up. I did not finish the soup. Not that it was bad, I'm just super, super full, and it was basically chicken soup, so nothing really special there. I did finish the purple corn. I was surprised at how few calories it has, because the bottle says 120, but only after finishing it and closing it up did I realize that that's calories per serving, and there are 2 servings per bottle, so got a double hit on that one, but it's okay. This is my one meal for the day. Well, actually second, because I did have breakfast. But that's it. I am going to probably just head home now. I had a 3rd round planned, but I'm so full that is going to happen on another day. So I guess you will see me then, which is now. Now I'm back at CityWorks here at Disney Springs, and I forgot where I left off. So all I'll say is I hope I was able to teach you a little bit of a lesson about pricing and how it can be used for good, and how if you're honest about things, well, people, they really don't have the opportunity to complain. I know there's been a huge gap. I have been traveling, but I'm now back, so things are actually piling up because I keep forgetting to close out this one, and I don't like doing things out of order, so I'm doing that now after a very delicious shepherd's pie, by the way, here at CityWorks. Yes, I would say I would get it again, but it probably won't return until next year. Today was a rather grueling day. You know I hate shopping. The first Target didn't have what I want. The first Costco didn't have what I want. So I had to go to a second Target and a second Costco. That was all very stressful and difficult. So I came here to CityWorks to just, I don't know, treat myself for accomplishing that heroic mission. But that is why I'm thankful for my problems.